Hello guys and welcome back to Married at First Sight Australia, and today guys we're talking about the first dinner party. Now if you're not a fan of MAFS Australia and you're just watching these series, I implore you at least watch the dinner parties, because the dinner parties are the best episodes of the show. That and the commitment ceremonies. Things get heated, things get discussed, things get complicated. This episode alone, and I've heard this is the most tame dinner party, and already I'm like, this is absolutely crazy. What do you mean all of this happened at one dinner party? Essentially, the idea is that the couples all come together, have dinner, and just talk. And opinions are laid out on the table, thoughts come out, people say stuff, drinks get thrown. Guys, it's dramatic, it's entertaining, it's fun as hell. But I'm here to recap what happened on the first one. I know I'm like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks behind, but like, can we just ignore that and pretend like I'm actually on time for once? But if you guys are enjoying the episodes, make sure you are liking and subscribing. The episodes are doing well so far. Yep, moderately. So I'm very grateful for you guys for making that happen. So yeah, if you're liking it, make sure you subscribe, because I know a lot of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed, and you should be, because I'm going to keep on making videos on this. So if you're liking what you're seeing and you like to listen to me rant and rave and talk about Married at First Sight, it's only going to get better from here, because people are going to start showing their true colours, because it's all nicey with the weddings, isn't it? But now that they're actually living together, things are going to start getting uncovered, and uncovered they will become. So let me run through some of the interesting things I noticed from the rest of the honeymoons. The majority of the episode took place at the dinner party, but they did give us sort of a little insight into each of the couples and how they're doing after the honeymoons. Lauren, we saw her last time. She was like, I'm not sure, feeling like it's just a one-night stand. I'm not feeling attracted to him. She's feeling better now. It feels like she's actually getting into it. She's starting to get to grips with how it's meant to work. And so she's starting to enjoy herself now a lot more. Sarah and Tim are working a lot better now as well, which I think is great. I really do feel like they are going to work, but they just need to put the time and effort into it and not get so heated so quickly. Andrea and Richard are just absolutely fab, and I feel like that's a really good couple at the moment. Natalie's got a rock collection, and yeah, their whole honeymoon was an absolute disaster, just disaster. He wanted to take her fishing, and she was like, I don't really want to do that. And then he went, okay, bet we'll go on a 4-wheel drive into the desert. I'm pretty sure this poor woman got heat stroke from this, and she was feeling so ill. She looked ill, she felt ill, the whole thing was just bad. And then he was asked simple questions like, are you interested in your wife, basically? And he was just not able to answer those questions. And I just think you are actually a big walking red flag. You've never been in a relationship before, and I'm starting to think it's because you have the emotional maturity of a 5-year-old. You are not even willing to do anything. Like, you're not even willing to give it a go. The whole idea of this is that you're meant to get married at first sight, and you're meant to just throw yourself into the experiment, but you're not even willing to take that first step. Yeah, honestly, rough. And Collins, you're like one of my least favourite people at the moment, unfortunately. You may be absolutely wonderful in real life, but you're not coming across well on this TV show. And I'm sure editing is playing a part. But you can't answer a fucking question. Even, like, there was like a chicken, and he was like, oh, the chicken's throwing me off. I was like, just, yeah, that's what you're gonna get. I'm joking. So yeah, that was the honeymoons. Apart from that, Timothy was becoming a little bit more comfortable with Lucinda. That's pretty much it. But are you ready for some bombshell news? So this was the big talking point of the dinner party. I'm just going to give you the little premise, and then we're going to get into the actual gossip and drama of the dinner party a little bit later. So the idea is that an article was published by one of the newspapers about one of the grooms in Australia. Ooh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because the article is alleging that Jack broke up with his girlfriend to come on this show. So do you remember Jack and Tori, the couple that I said are going to become toxic, but are okay at the moment? Yeah. It's starting here. It's starting here because this man has allegedly broken up with his girlfriend to come in here. But he is denying this and saying that, oh, she just wants her 3 seconds of fame. She just wants to try and ride on my coattails because I'm going on a TV show. Ah, I don't know who I believe, because it does feel very spiteful of her to release that in the press. But why would she say it if there isn't some element of truth in there? Also, I'm not even convinced that Tori knows, because we didn't get anything from like her about how she felt in the situation. So I'm not even convinced that she knew. So anyway, moving on. We're going to get into the actual dinner party now. The strong entrances that everybody had. Who was looking good, who was looking not good. Everybody, apart from one couple, 2 couples actually, looked like they had really strong entrances. Everyone came in really strong. Lauren, bless her, just ran off and got the alcohol, which I think is kind of iconic and kind of funny, but like, come on, stick with your partner. Natalie and Collins looked absolutely miserable. There's no connection there whatsoever, and it is really unfortunate. But I think there's no connection there because Collins is shutting her down at every single moment because he's not ready. And it's sort of like, well, how am I meant to get a connection if you're not willing to even think about a connection? Yeah, I do feel really, really bad for her. And then there was Jack saying pretend you're happy before walking in. I was just like, what is going on with these people? He came straight in, addressed and denied the rumors, and then that kind of placated that for a little bit. And then when Natalie was being asked about her honeymoon, she was like, yeah, there was no romance on this honeymoon at all. There was no romance, and she seemed really visibly upset about it. And my heart just broke for her. I did feel really, really bad. So when they sat down for the actual dinner, Natalie and Collins got straight up and left. And Collins was like, you were being sour in there and you were bad-mouthing our honeymoon. And I was like, you little... Ugh. Because, yeah, your honeymoon was shit. What we saw of it was you doing what you wanted. Her being ill and being very, very... looked like heat stroke, and you were just like, yeah, let's walk around in the desert. No, that's not my idea of fun on a honeymoon. I'm sorry. Do you really think the kind of girl that goes on a walk on the beach and collects rocks would want to go into the desert on in a 4x4? No, she wants romance, she wants love, and you're just not providing her with that at all. And then at the table, Natalie just looked absolutely heartbroken and just destroyed and just downbeaten and just, oh. And I was just watching her going, this is really, really sad. This is really, really upsetting. And I don't know why. I don't know why this is so sort of like, yeah. I did feel really, really bad for her, actually. I thought she deserves a lot better than this, personally, but it is what it is. Then she left, she had a bit of a breakdown, and then Collins was like, oh, what's happening? And she was like, I'm fucking miserable. I want to leave now. I want to leave the experiment. And he's like, oh, okay, let's go in and tell everyone then. So she's there, blubbering, being like, I'm really sorry, guys. Like, I just don't feel like this is the right place for me. And then once she's like finished her little bit, suddenly Collins turns on the act and starts going like, oh wow, oh wow, oh it's just hitting me. Oh my god, this is it. It's all over. I'm leaving now. Oh my god, guys. I actually can't believe it. Oh, oh no. Oh, guys. Oh, it's actually really affecting me now. Oh, yeah. It was the most phony put on act I think I've ever seen in my whole life. It was unpleasant to watch, is what I would say. Very, very unpleasant to watch, and I did not enjoy it one bit. He just he just strikes me as a real manipulator potentially, but I don't even think he's aware that he's doing it, which I think is potentially a little bit redeeming. Because I think if you know you're manipulating, that makes you worse. I was going to say it makes him worse, but I don't know. It just left a real, real sour taste in my mouth. And then when he was like having his interview, he was like, fuck, oh, I'm going to have to go back to work now. And it was just very, very clear that he actually didn't care about Natalie. And he just wanted time off work, or he wanted to be on a TV show. I don't know what, but his heart was not in this. His heart was not in this at all, and it was kind of disgusting to watch. I was not happy with this. I thought this was actually really, really bad of him, personally. I'm just going to be 100% honest. I didn't feel comfortable with it, and I didn't like it. So, yeah. So now we're going to move on to the other uncomfortable topic of dinner. Now that Natalie and Collins have left, we are going to come on to the fact that everyone was playing Happy Families, and Jaden was like, kind of just want to spice things up a little bit and make things a little bit more interesting, because I'm kind of bored, and I kind of want to just sprinkle some salt on this and season this bitch up. And season that bitch up he did, because he was like, so, Jack, these rumours, do you want to address them, and do you want to actually talk about them around the table? Because from what we've heard, you left somebody to come and be in this experiment. So what's going on there? And Jack was like, well, actually no, before that happened, Lucinda was like, who's Jack? And that was the highlight of the episode, because I thought this man's huge ego cannot hack someone going, who is he? So funny. Actually really, really funny. But he basically was like, yo, I just want to address the rumours, and I would like to say that actually this girl is pretty much crazy, and we actually split up 7 weeks ago, well before I even started applying for this, and she's just trying to get her 5 seconds of fame, and I would like to say that actually this girl right next to me, Tori, has really helped me through this, and I love the fact that she hasn't judged me for this, and the fact that she is there for me 100%, because I find that very attractive in a woman when she stands by her man. And I would like to say that yeah, that bitch crazy. That bitch be very crazy, and I went into the relationship being like, hello, I am only looking for something short term, and she wanted something a lot more than short term, even though I made it very clear. Yeah, the whole thing was just very manipulative and uncomfortable to listen to, because there were a lot of red flags in there. He instantly tried to discredit her and make her look really bad, being like, this bitch crazy. He didn't actually say that, but that was the tone of it. He also said that they'd broken up 7 weeks ago, but then when the experts were like watching, one of the experts were like, he would have been well into the process of this show 7 weeks ago, so that's a lie. We're gonna have to bring that up with him. Excellent, because I'm very excited for that to happen. Then saying like, oh, Tori being there for me, that's very brilliant. It just felt manipulative. And then when she was like, yeah, I trust him 100%, I was like, really? You've known this guy for what, a week, and you're saying you trust him when an article has been published in the newspaper going, yeah, this man broke up with his girlfriend to come in here. He also, and this is the icing on the cake, he also lied to this girl and broke up with her by saying he was moving to America for 3 months. Or was it 3 years? No, 3 months. Which is, I'm pretty sure, how long this show is. So he's just a serial liar. And I am fully expecting that to continue. I'm not thinking this is a one-off. I'm genuinely thinking that this is actually happening. That he is going to be manipulating Tori. And honestly, I don't even think he's going to be manipulating Tori that much. I think they're going to be manipulating others together. I just don't trust them. I don't trust it. And even Lauren was looking at them going like, it just feels uncomfortable. It just feels a bit awkward and a bit, I don't like this. I don't like it. It's not good. So yeah, there's a lot of problems there. This dinner party was very telling. It wasn't the most dramatic, but dramatic moments definitely did happen. I'm still waiting for the dinner party where I think it's Jack says muzzle your woman, and I am dreading that because I'm gonna have some thoughts and feelings on that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But that is all we have time for today. Another shorter episode. I was going to combine this with the next one, but because it's confessions week next, where they kind of have to be honest with each other, I kind of wanted to do like that as one episode so we can move on. I didn't want to like break it up and make it confusing. So we'll get back to that. But tomorrow we should have an episode on The Apprentice, and then Jack must win. No, Josh must win. Oh my god, how do I keep forgetting the name of that show? My god. Anyway, Josh Must Win will be coming out 2 days afterwards, and then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to all that YouTube stuff. If you guys are enjoying the videos, make sure to subscribe. We're on our way to 800. Yeah, you guys are doing absolutely fabulous, and I will see you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.